Hey, you know what's kind of crazy, Valentina? I tell this story constantly. I say, you guys, like, where did you come from? You're like the girl from the Avengers. The what's her name? It's the guy with the arrows and the girl, Black Widow, like Black
Black
Widow.
Widow,
Yeah, I go,
Scarlett
you and your Scarlet,
Johansson.
yeah, you and your sister, like what? Scarlett Johansson, you guys come out of nowhere. And you know how I prove my point? Because of that one time whenever we were going to that press conference and you had that knife.
I do.
That was the craziest shit ever. Your abs, you like fucking, the security guards looking at your abs. Look at the knife, what was he doing? What were you doing with that knife? I always want to know, why did you have that knife?
It's like a part of personality.
Yeah.
You go outside, it's like you have to have like your gun with you, your knife with you. It's not about I feel it's not about only about the self-defense, because
Yeah.
it's more about your personality. If you kind of like feel good with that attribute in your wardrobe, why not?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I tell you, that hat, the monster hat, that's a great hat. That company makes great hats, and obviously we both love
You
monster.
know, and it's like the first time that I did like a lot, because it's kind of like have shape.
Yeah, it has the shape like this. It doesn't just sit normal. Valentina, thank you for checking in with me. I appreciate your time, champion.
Thank you so much, Daniel.
We're back here.
We are
Third
back.
fight against Alexa Grasso. First female trilogy in UFC history. How's that feel?
Feels good. Feels good. I'm ready for the fight. I'm like prepared like never, and yeah, it's fun. It's funny because we are now like, and everyone speak about like why they fight third time, and I said like the third time only because the second fight I won, but they give me a draw, and only this reason why we speak about the third
Do you
fight.
think that? Do you think that? Why do you think that happened? If you feel like you won the fight, but they gave the draw, why do you think that happened? It was on Mexican Independence Day in T-Mobile Arena. There was a very pro Alexa Grasso crowd. Do you think that played a part in that?
I don't know. I really don't want to think about like all these underwater stones.
Yeah.
What it was there, and like I don't want to dive deep into there.
Yeah.
Because my focus right now it's like focusing on September 14.
Yeah.
It's gonna be completely different fight. 306. I feel great, and my focus it's not on the past. It's on the future.
In order to move forward, right? So I fought in the trilogy with Stipe Miocic. And in order to go forward, I had to go back to fight one. I had to go to fight two to get to fight three. How much time did you spend? Because clearly you were better in fight two than you were in fight one. It came down to literally one mistake in fight one. And that's something we never saw from you. We never saw you make mistakes. That's why you were so dominant. But is it that Alexa Grasso has a good style so that she's always going to be competitive? Because you two seem to be the perfect matchup. And she does, your counter-striking is next level. It's always been. But she doesn't take many chances. What did you guys see in all those fights to help you build the plan for this weekend?
Oh yeah, it's completely right what you're saying. It's like go back to the first fight, go back to the second fight, and like watching fight all over and over. And it's every time analyzing, every time to see the holes, to see the like what you can do better, what you have to do like with your speed, with your endurance, with like this is what was working a lot on my training camp. And it's kind of like I feel myself in the point where I feel myself like. Just better than I was even like a few years ago.
Oh, really?
I feel myself like in incredible shape right now. So the goal is just to save it for September 14.
What did you do different? I mean, you were so dominant before. How did you make jumps? Did you train some? What did you do different?
It's like before the battle to say what like secrets you possess. When you're like I cannot like right now to say everything because I feel
Different training camp or something though?
No, it's not different training camp. It's some like details.
Okay, details.
And some approach to the training and your mindset. It's like it's small adjustment. It's kind of like all the same, but with the small adjustments, it's made completely different game.
Valentina, when you're defending the belt for that long, right, it's easy to go, well, this fight looked like this, right? Jessica I kicked her upside the head. Then I fought Jessica Andrade, and she was supposed to be this great wrestler, and I was able to out-wrestle her. And you're just winning and winning and winning. Sometimes there's a complacency that sets in. Do you feel like when you fought Alexa the first time, this was a girl that was coming up in weight class, like maybe she wasn't as threatening as some of the others. Do you feel like maybe that was a little bit of what happened in fight one?
What happened? It's like it's happened because it was MMA. It was
Yes.
mixed martial arts. There is no. It doesn't.
Makes sense.
I mean, like it's seconds can decide everything, and definitely being like champion, and every time like everyone saying like how unbeatable you are.
You
it's
were.
of course it's kind of like a little bit affecting your brain.
Yeah.
But I try every time to like stay away from that. But it's not that reason why it's happened. It's happened because it's happened.
Yes.
And it's kind of like everyone could like go through that things. The most important is how you overcome,
Yes.
how you come back. And if you are thinking, oh my God, it's happened because like everyone say you are unbeatable and someone beat you, and now you are like have so pity for yourself and like saying like, oh, I retired anymore, I won't do it. Like
So many fighters do that. I'm done.
it's like. How you can say that you are a true champion if you are not going through the difficulties and overcome like in the better position of yourself. For me, martial arts is my life, it's my lifestyle, and I like to do that. I like this pressure, I like this everything what feeling during the fight week, and that's why I'm come back even stronger than I was in the second.
So your boy's hot boy summer is coming to an end. I've been traveling all around the world, but no matter the stress or the situation, Vaya had the boy elevated through it all. I just had to let y'all know too, because the gummies are game changers. I sleep better, I can relax well. Vaya's organic flour is of the highest quality. It's free of pesticides or any of those nasty chemicals. So personally, I love the Vaya gummies. They're THC and THC free gummies, awesome. The Dream Sleep gummies though, they be having the boy knocked out, snoring. Those are my go-tos. So if you're 21 or older, check out the link to Vaya in our description and use the code DCTV. We'll give you 15% off. And after you purchase, they'll ask you what you heard about them. So please support my show and tell them that I sent you. Prioritize your recovery and enhance your everyday with Vaya.
My career in wrestling allowed me to deal with loss after. Because when you kickbox, as long as you do, you deal with loss and you come back better. When you wrestle, as long as I did, if I lost a match, I just was better the next time. And I think it kind of prepared me for that. But it feels like it can rejuvenate you, your mindset. Do you feel that you've grown through all of this?
Definitely. It's a little bit like changed in your mindset. It's every time improvement. It's every time readjustment. It's you are not in the comfortable position. And I say every time like be the champion. And I mean like not only hold the belt, but internal feeling this that you are champion. It's like every time dealing with uncomfortable things.
Yes. Did you enjoy The Ultimate Fighter, spending time with her like that? Because Stipe hated it with me because I talked to him the whole time. I was chirping at him. He could not stand being in that same space with me. Did you enjoy the process?
I really liked it, but it's hard process, especially when you are like 2 months, you have to work with the guys, you have to train, and I was training with the guys the same, so I not only was coaching them, but also training and do like all the filming stuff and whatever. But I'm very happy that my Team Bullet was so same mindset. And it's kind of like we have the same love for martial arts, and no matter how far we came from, like South Africa, Russia, with like Cyprus, Lithuania, US, like from all around the world, but we have the same passion for martial arts, and I could feel it in the guys and how they approach for the training. And I really hope that they will have another chance to prove themselves. For those who didn't have this chance, and for example, they lost. But why they lost? They lost because they wanted so much to show themselves. They just like went there and MMA, it's just one mistake. And I really hope, because I saw in them so much talent, so much like they can do it. I know they can they can fight in UFC. And I really hope that UFC will give them another chance.
Okay, so Chael Sonnen is my partner. Chael Sonnen talks a lot. And he came up with this thing that you didn't want to fight on Mexican Independence Day again. But then ultimately you signed on to fight on Mexican Independence Day at the Sphere. If that was the case, because again, everything Chael says I take with a grain of salt because I don't know if he's telling the truth. He makes things up.
He makes things up because I kind of like aware that because he said I'm a spy.
Yes, he did. He told me that too. He goes, she's a spy, you know that. I was like, a real spy, Chael. He's like, yes, but he convinces himself that it's real.
And now all the world convinces himself. And it started with him.
It starts with him. He does it to me constantly. And by association, I'm guilty because I'm sitting there next with him and we're talking about stuff. But he said you didn't want to do it. And now we're here and you're doing it. Was that a real thing that you didn't want to fight on this day? And now that you're doing it, what made that decision come to pass?
Because I don't care who fight when and like where. And for me, martial arts, it's what is the most important. And it's like, especially I feel that, yes, it's a lot of like thematic of Mexican Independence Day, but it's not the same case that it was last year.
Yeah.
It's UFC 306 #1. It's Riot Season. It's
Yes.
the first event. It's like the main event, Sean O'Malley and
Mirab.
Mirab. So it's like USA against Georgia. So it's kind of like same but different.
And also, I don't think it's going to be as pro crowd in there because I think the Sphere.
Because Canelo will take
And
care of it.
Canelo's fighting, right? Like, Canelo's fighting. So I just know that I think that the crowd will be much more diverse inside the Sphere. So if that was a concern, I think this would have been the right card to fight on. To Alexa Grasso, how do you get it done this weekend? Like, what do you see in her that makes her special?
I don't know. It's just like sometimes you don't seem like in someone too much special, but it's turned out that we have like the third fight, right? And I respect Alexa. I like during our tough show, we had like so much time to speak, and we kind of like share a little bit of our like, because I am not the person who's gonna like fight against.
Did you
your
not
opponent.
like, have you ever had an opponent where you just did not like him and every time you came together with him, you're like, I can't stand it? Huh?
There was one.
Which one? Tell me.
It's supposed to be the first women's trilogy.
Amanda. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, you and Amanda didn't get along great.
I think it would be like crazy, like to be around us, like for the. But with Alexa, it's different because and I just respect all my opponents. It's like I know what does it mean to go inside of the octagon every day to show up on the training. What does it mean like for like girl go and train, sweat, and like do the same thing what the guys do, and it's already respectable. And for them like to go inside of the octagon and the fight, it's already respectable.
Yeah.
That's why it's kind of like when we are out of the fight. I'm fine. I'm like I'm normal person.
Yeah.
But in the fight, it's like it's a different business.
The thing that stands out is her boxing, obviously. Has there been anything you've had to do completely different in the approach, or are you going to just be Valentina Shevchenko? Because it's worked so many times.
Number one, be Valentina Shevchenko, be the bullet. I think it's a main key for success. And use all the knowledge what I have, all the speed what I have. And I heard she throw some comments about like about my tactic, but before now it worked so good, so fine.
Yeah. You know, when you win, last one for me, when you've defended the belt so many times, seeing you holding that championship becomes normal. Are you ready to get back to normal this weekend by beating her and becoming champion again?
I'm so ready for it. I'm so really ready for it. And it's kind of like the things that when you know what you have to do. And I really know it's like no step for back. It's just forward to my goal, to take what is belong to me. And yeah, because I know many people that say it's like it's not the belt, it's like a pass what you are doing. But remember when young fighters join UFC for the first time, what the goal was?
Yeah, become champ.
Of course.
And once you get that
Of
belt the first
course.
time, it's like, how do you recreate that? Boy, when you get that belt the first time, it's the best. There's nothing like it the first time.
This is it. So like let's speak truth. The belt, it always was the goal.
Yeah.
And this is like
I hate when people say that. It's not about the belt. Of course it is.
It is.
It's always been about the belt.
True.
From the very
True.
start of this shit. Guys, Valentina Shevchenko fights against Alexa Grasso this weekend at UFC 306. It's Riyadh season, and Valentina's trying to make it normal season by becoming a champion again. Thank you for checking in with me, Valentina.
Thank you so much,
Guys, check into everything she's doing. World traveler. She trains as hard as anyone. She really is the real life black woman. Hey, she doesn't leave without her knife or a gun. I know people that love that. Guys, until next time, like, subscribe, hit the buy button, and watch her try to become champ again. Until next time, peace.